what's the best thing to ever happen to me? Errors and glitches, what a way to find. The search hurt could bring you greater peace of mind. Bring me peace of mind. I'm on my knees. How can I learn to see if I can't
Welcome to the third annual Ggp Honors ceremony. I'm your host, Malika Lim Eubank, the CEO of Hyper Rabbit Media, an interactive media studio. And today we're coming back together to once again shine a light on those in the gaming industry who champion diversity, equity, and inclusion. Thank you for joining me and the Gay Gaming Professionals team as we highlight these amazing teams and individuals. From the beginning of the year, Jada Griffin, Lindsey Saizer, and Jessie Wade have been both the voice and driving force of IGN's DEI project. The three of them are shining a light on gaming companies driving positive change, as well as spotlighting new voices in gaming through interviews and panels, such as their panel with Black Voices in Gaming. Jada, Lindsey, Jessie, let's take a moment to celebrate you.
Hey everybody, I'm Jada Griffin, the community lead for IGN, and I'm so honored to be here in this nomination along with my esteemed colleagues and along with everybody else at IGN who helps make all of our DEI initiatives a possibility. I'm very proud of the work that we do day in and day out, and also the extra work that we go in and do for all the bigger moments of the year. One that I'm very proud of working on earlier this year was our developer roundtable talk centered around Black History Month, where I got to bring in a couple of indie developers and really discuss their process and journey for becoming game developers and releasing their first games or another game in their library. It's just fantastic that I have the opportunity to give them to elevate their voices so that more people can see them and give them this opportunity to really shine. We've also done, for the last, as long as I've been with IGN, we've been doing Pride initiatives, whether that's live streams, charity streams, just all types of different things around Pride. But I'll toss to Jessie Wade to talk more about that because she works around a lot of that as well.
Thank you, Jada. Hello, everyone. My name is Jessie Wade, and I'm the Senior Partnerships Coordinating Editor at IGN. I help work on the events and content side when it comes to cultural months and looking at ways that we can continue to expand our diversity coverage. We have been working on these initiatives for some time, but we really increased our efforts this past year to highlight more diverse voices in the industry. Women's History Month, for example, is so near and dear to me, and it was amazing to see so many women at IGN wanting to be a part of this effort and share their stories while also getting a ton of support from those in the community and on social platforms. And same with Pride Month. It was so wonderful to see everyone come together and support each other. Thank you so much for this nomination. It is truly such an honor to everyone at IGN who has had a part in making this happen. And now I will toss to Lindsey.
Thanks, Jessie, and thanks, Jada. I'm Lindsey Saizer. I'm the audience development lead here at IGN. And this year I've had the pleasure of leading these cultural events for the company, ensuring that we are approaching coverage both ethically and thoughtfully, while also taking in brand new ideas and ways that we can really elevate these important events. So some ways that we've been doing that is through both like written features and interviews, events including charities and like live streams in the past, where we highlight a charity and feature that charity both on the homepage and in features, which Jessie always helps to make happen. And I'm really proud of everyone's amazing features and contributions this year, especially as we've kind of revamped our process here. So from Pride Month to Women's History Month and Hispanic Heritage Month and beyond, which is going on right now, those voices on staff are able to pitch their ideas, write original opinion-based features, and even interview folks in the community and industry to share their stories and voices on our site. A new thing I also want to mention we've been doing this year at IGN is highlighting individuals on our own staff on social media surrounding these events. And we've called those social cards, where we create these cards to allow people from different backgrounds to be celebrated. And it allows our social audience to also get to know them a bit better. We include, cultural-based Q&As and the person's photo, and even more here to simply celebrate people for who they are and create a space for celebrating underrepresented voices even more. So from everyone at IGN who's been involved and is truly volunteering their time to make all of these cultural events happen, we couldn't do it without you all. There's such compassionate people that are kind, thoughtful, and talented that work here at IGN, and we're super excited to keep the momentum going. Thanks again from all of us at IGN for the nomination. We're so thrilled to be part of it. Thank you.
Next, we're excited to highlight Ubi-Together. Ubi-Together, Ubisoft's CRC Newcastle's DEI employee resource group, is less than a year old, but under the leadership of Ray, Amelia, Polina, and Talia, the group has already made waves of positive impact across the family of Ubisoft offices. Team, thank you for all you do.
I'm Talia, and I'm thrilled to be here today with my fellow ERG co-leads. We are incredibly honored to be nominated by the gay gaming professionals for our contributions to diversity and inclusion. It's a true testament to the fantastic work of our Ubi-Together ERG team. Before we delve into our incredible achievements, let me give you a glimpse of what Ubi-Together ERG is all about. An ERG, or an employee resource group, are voluntary groups created by employees for employees. There are currently 7 global ERGs at Ubisoft, and Ubi-Together is a local chapter within UbiProud, which is an LGBTQIA+ ERG, and WE, which stands for Women for Equity. Our ERG is a small but vibrant community within Ubisoft Newcastle CRC that is dedicated to empowering and educating people on gender identity and representation. Our mission is to provide a platform where everyone can come together to share our knowledge and connect. We stand on 4 pillars: gender diversity, empowerment, development, and connection. These pillars guide us in creating a safe and welcoming environment where every individual's unique experiences are valued. At Ubi-Together, we want to celebrate what makes you, you. Now that you know a little bit about us, let's dive in at what has defined Ubi-Together's journey over the past year.
Thanks, Talia. Hi, everyone. I'm Ray. Our journey started with an unforgettable launch party on May the 31st, 2023. It was a blast. We celebrated with custom cupcakes and board games. However, it was more than just a party. We raised money to donate to a national charity supporting transgender, non-binary, and gender-diverse youth. Even prior to the launch, we gained momentum with our monthly internal newsletters, spreading awareness and information about important events and debates such as Trans Awareness Week, Trans Day of Remembrance, and the Gender Reform Act. Our commitment to inclusivity extended to the office environment, where we've collaborated with the local HR team to make changes, such as adding toiletries to gendered bathrooms and introducing pronoun pins for any to use. We also initiated an Ask Me Anything platform for the office, providing a safe space for questions to be asked anonymously. And we've been providing a wide variety of knowledge and resources regarding diversity and inclusion.
Thank you, Ray. Hey everyone, I'm Amelia. As you can see, Ubi-Together has been on a roll. One of the main highlights has been our support for Northern Pride, which Ubisoft CLC has been regularly involved in by sponsoring the festival. We designed postcards, t-shirts, and even put together a vibrant market stall. And not forgetting the beautiful banner that we created for the march. But that's not all. As well as our launch event, we've held 2 additional fundraisers for local charities, whose missions also include supporting men's mental health, empowering women and girls, and offering outreach support to marginalised communities. This outreach support includes services such as providing free counselling for LGBTQIA+ individuals and victims of domestic abuse. This has brought our fundraising total for 2023 to over £1,000, which is something we're incredibly proud and humbled by.
Thank you, Amelia. Hi, everyone. I'm Polina, and our journey so far has been amazing. And we are grateful for the support and involvement we've had from colleagues, both locally at the Newcastle CRC, but also from Ubisoft globally. Ubi-Together strives to create a space where Ubisoft employees can explore their identity, both gender and sexual, and to offer support to those who wish to learn more. Many topics that fall under this umbrella can be intimidating, and Ubi-Together is working towards normalizing these conversations. Additionally, we're helping to build relationships both within the office community and local community by hosting social events and seeking ways we can get involved. Within the office, we have collaborated with several social groups, such as the local social committee and the UB Book Club. We also have members-only newsletter that runs alongside our office-wide monthly newsletter. The members-only newsletter gives our members a platform to share their knowledge, stories, and interests, and has sparked interesting topics such as all about pronouns and historical icons. In conclusion, we are honored to be nominees in the Gay Gaming Professionals recognition of those contributing to diversity and inclusion. Ubi-Together is not just about what we achieve. It's about who we are and the positive impact we strive to achieve for our communities within Ubisoft CRC. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey.
Thank you from Ubi-Together.
Zynga, your team shone bright this year through your 13 employee resource groups, internship programs, and the Zynga Social Impact Fund. Your initiative to increase diverse representation in your games and in your community has been seen and appreciated. Thank you for being a champion of inclusion.
I'm Jeff, head of people at Zynga. I'm also the executive sponsor of Z-Pride, a Zynga employee resource group for members of our LGBTQ+ community and their allies. We're so proud to be honored by the Gay Gaming Professionals for a second year in a row. This year, we're being recognized in 2 categories: our employee-wide DNA efforts and individual recognitions. At Zynga, we're committed to being a top destination for everyone in gaming, and create an equal and inclusive workplace for all of our employees. We embrace diversity of backgrounds, perspectives, cultures, and experiences across our workforce, games portfolio, and content. Together with 13 of our employee resource groups, our ZERGs, as we like to call them, we're providing inclusive educational tools, activities, and content to support diversity in gaming at Zynga and the broader university. For us, this has looked like providing gaming scholarships and programs for historically Black colleges and universities, such as Northern Carolina A&T State University and Spelman College in 2021, or having one of our studios, Natural Motion, launch Access All Areas. It's a virtual studio offering educational tools and career resources to inspire young gaming professionals from different backgrounds. You should definitely check it out. And this year, we kicked off our biggest Pride Month celebration yet. Through the support of Zynga and our parent company, Take-Two, Z Pride teamed up with the It Gets Better Project, a nonprofit connecting LGBTQ+ youth worldwide. For our Play with Pride campaign, 15 games participated, making it our biggest in-game activation yet. And for the first time ever, we created a Play with Pride website that's accessible year-round. For our efforts on Play with Pride, GGP is also honoring Z Pride leads Geake and Bernice Wong for their individual contributions during Pride Month. As Z Pride co-leads, they worked tirelessly to create this year's expansive Play with Pride program. Play with Pride began as a passion project, an idea 3 years ago. It has now become a movement that reverberates throughout the gaming community and beyond. We're delighted to see so many individuals come forward and champion the organic integrations that feel meaningful in each game. Now we'd like to share with you a clip of our Z Pride leaders sharing their personal journeys, which aired during Pride Month.
Play with Pride is our love note to anyone out there who uses games to escape, find community, or explore their own identities.
Growing up, I was exposed to a lot of heteronormative, male-dominated narratives in video games.
When I was growing up, even in the 90s and 2000s, there were not games available to me with queer storylines or queer narratives.
It took a very long time for me to run across queerness in games, sadly.
I definitely never saw myself represented in those games.
It would have been super helpful to me as a small town girl who had no queerness in her life for a very long time to also understand the queerness within me.
Now, working at a game company, my identity has allowed me to make that impact that I wish I had seen when I was younger.
And so I get to be aware of that, have that kind of sensitivity to those different harmful stereotypes and kind of call them out.
Having a diverse team makes a huge impact on the product.
Build the differences of diversity within our games.
It's a little bit important, actually, for me to be visible, for me to be loud and proud.
That there are people in this world that will accept you as you are.
We should all be very proud of who we are and what makes us different.
Embrace yourself, be yourself.
It is fluid, and you don't have to have it all figured out, and that's the beauty of it.
On behalf of Zynga, I want to thank Ggp Honors for recognizing Zynga's ongoing company-wide efforts in the D&I space. And particularly, shout-outs to Ladimir and Bernice for their incredible work on Play with Pride. Thanks so much.
Kate Golden, whether it's in your capacity at Riot Games or SavePoint Industry Gathering, you have made positive impacts wherever you go, and we want you to know how much it means to so many people. Along with Reese, Wright, and Kat Welsford, you've created SavePoint to give all folks of underrepresented genders in the games industry a refuge from being the odd one out. Like finally getting to the save point in a game after all the hard work getting there, you created a space where others can kick back, relax, and feel free to just be themselves. Thank you for your leadership.
Hey everyone, I'm Reese Wright, one of the co-founders of SavePoint Industry Gathering. My pronouns are they, them. Myself, along with the entire SavePoint leadership team, which is Katie Golden, Kat Welsford, and Monica Fan, as well as our growing support team, are hugely honored to be included in this year's Gay Gaming Professional Honors for diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. SavePoint Industry Gathering was created to address that feeling of being the odd one out in professional games industry spaces, a feeling many people of underrepresented genders deal with daily. 3 years ago, we created a professional networking community specifically for all folks of marginalized genders, holding community events both online and later in person worldwide around major game conferences. We've grown year on year, and it's still as needed as ever. Like reaching the save point of a game, our spaces are where you can kick back and let go of all the challenging stress that got you to this point. The feedback we've received has been incredible, that the freedom from having to be constantly conscious of your gender just to exist in a professional games industry space has been, quite frankly, transformative. We have big plans for 2024 and will continue to provide safe spaces for people in more places to make lasting industry connections. A huge thank you again to GGP and also to those who nominated us. It means the world to have been recognized with this honor. Thank you so much.
Johnathan, Pavan, your peers at Ubisoft Ontario have been consistently impressed with your organization, drive, and leadership. Through your efforts, LGBTQ+ initiatives have thrived at Ubisoft Ontario. Your peers see you and appreciate you as a positive force in their work and their lives, and our greater community is better for what you do.
Hey, I'm Johnathan Ggp Pavan. My pronouns are he, him. I am a talent acquisition specialist and co-lead of our local chapter of the 2S LGBTQIA employee resource group here at Ubisoft Toronto. First off, I'd like to thank both the GGP and my partner in Pride, Gav Serafian, for this honor. Here at our studio, I have a few different initiatives that I focus on. So throughout day-to-day, I focus on inclusive practices for recruitment and talent acquisition overall, and how we can ensure that that is maintained. I'm a part of an inclusive recruitment task force here, and I'm also a part of the inclusive content review group that ensures that we have inclusion from a 2S LGBTQIA lens into our games. Within our ERG, we do a few different initiatives. So we always ensure to have an open ear for both our members and our allies. We also have different events that happen throughout the year because Pride is a year-round initiative to ensure that we can have both internal and external speakers. So that could be members of our own Ubisoft teams at different studios. It could be folks that we've had. For instance, we had a History of Pride event here in Toronto where we had someone speaking from Rainbow Railroad, as well as someone that was a part of the rallies after the Operation Soap raids that happened here in Toronto, just so that we can understand where we've been, so that we can help build where we're going to go towards. Thank you again for this honor. I look forward to seeing all the action I can do now and in the future to ensure that we have inclusion in our industry, as well as congratulations to the other honorees.
We'd like to take a moment to celebrate Dorian Auer of Ubisoft Germany. Dorian has been an unwavering champion of diversity, equity, and inclusion. His efforts have helped lead to unisex toilets, small pride events such as LGBTQ+ coffee breaks, and advocacy channels to support peers who may not feel confident or safe speaking for themselves. Dorian, we tip our hats to you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dorian and my pronouns are he, him. I'm a trans activist from Germany. I'm a writer and speaker and facilitator for LGBTQIA+ topics. And besides that, I'm a diversity manager for our local Ubisoft studios. Those would be Ubisoft Düsseldorf, Ubisoft Mainz and Ubisoft Berlin. Within those studios, I'm a proud ERG member of our Pride ERG, Proud and Loud. I'm a lead there, and by being a lead in this ERG and also a diversity manager, I'm constantly pushing forward when it comes to LGBTQIA+ topics in our company. I'm trying to help creating a safe workplace for everyone, and equity is super dear to my heart when it comes to this. And we also try to extend our support not only internally, but also to local communities here in Germany. This is why we are constantly joining Pride events like Pride walks and Pride demonstrations. And we are also donating to our communities, and we're also doing volunteering, for example. I think that LGBTQIA+ is a super crucial cornerstone in the professional workplace and in the games industry, and raising awareness around this topic is super important. And besides that, the whole thing is really important to me and a matter of heart. And this is why I feel super duper honored by being recognized by GGP this year. To be honest, I'm a bit bamboozled in a positive way, of course, because I didn't even reckon being nominated for GGP. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for this. I'm super happy. Thank you.
Latinx in gaming team, from game jams to grants, from career fairs to professional panels. Your efforts have been a shining example of how we are all better together. This year, Ggp Honors is proud to honor you.
Hello, gay gaming professionals. My name is Erin, pronouns they, them. I will be receiving the award on behalf of Latinx in Gaming, and I want to say thank you so very much for the recognition. We at Latinx in Gaming are continuing to promote diversity, inclusion, and equity in all ways that we can. And we are very appreciative of this recognition, validation, everything that comes with it. Thank you so very much.
Stephen Tarland of the IGDA Foundation team was a founding leader of the Rainbow Game Jam. Since 2016, the Rainbow Game Jam has been celebrating and promoting diversity in the games industry. Well, today, Stephen, we are celebrating you. Your many years of service has helped guide the IGDA Foundation into the organization it is today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Tarland. My pronouns are he, him, and they, them. And I'm a senior producer at Media Molecule, as well as program director at the IGDA Foundation and co-organizer of Rainbow Game Jam. I'm so honoured to be recognised as a Ggp Honoree for diversity, equity, inclusion and belonging, as these are fundamental to how I approach my day-to-day work, both as a producer and in my volunteer roles. When I first started my career, I felt like there weren't many visibly queer people in the industry. This motivated me, alongside my co-organizer Kirsty Fraser, to establish Rainbow Game Jam in 2016 to create an opportunity for queer people to be uplifted in our industry through making games and exploring queer themes. We are now in our 8th year of Rainbow Game Jam, and in that time we've had over 200 games submitted to Rainbow Game Jam, as well as creating a thriving community of developers who are willing to share their stories with the world. I was introduced to the IGDA Foundation when I first applied to their Next Gen Leaders program in 2018. The goal of Next Gen Leaders is to support those in industry who are stepping up into leadership roles, as well as retaining marginalized developers in industry, as the average person's career in industry is 5 years, and we want to be able to retain people in industry for longer and to be able to step up in leadership roles. I was going through a really difficult point in my career when I joined the program. I didn't know if I belonged. I was really struggling with imposter syndrome, and through the program and through the cohort that I was with in that program, I learned a lot about myself. I gained a lot of confidence in both myself and in my skills, and every day I apply the kind of learnings I've had from that program. It was really important to me to be able to give back to the IGDA Foundation after going through the program. So in 2019, I joined as a volunteer, originally as part of the Next Gen Leaders program. But this year, I've been able to take on a program director role at the foundation. This has allowed me to help shape our 2023 virtual exchange program and the 2024 GDC program to ensure that we are continuing on our mission to create opportunities for people to break into the industry, to receive the recognition for their hard work in industry, to build a community of alumni, and for those who apply to our programs to be able to kind of build connections and be able to kind of break themselves into the industry. We've served over 1,000 people in the history of the foundation, and being even just a small part of that history has been absolutely incredible. If I had to give a single piece of advice to any queer person watching this, it would be to never hide yourself for your career. I've been in video games now for just over 9 years, and in that time it's been really important to me to be unapologetically queer every single day in my career. Our experiences influence every aspect of our lives. They shape who we are and the work that we do and how we find our place in the world. And it's really important to be able to share who you are with others and to never be able to kind of dim your own light. Thank you so much.
That concludes the 2023 Ggp Honors. Thank you for spending some time with us today as we celebrate this astounding group of teams and individuals who inspire us and remind us that when we bring our authentic selves, we bring our best. I'm Malika Lim Eubank, we are the Ggp, and you have been watching the 3rd annual Ggp Honors. Good night.